Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Lisa's Real Spill. Please hit the subscribe button, the like button, and come on in and relax and enjoy the show. I hope everybody had a good day. I know I'm on here late, right? I couldn't sleep, so I said I'm going live. Anywho, what's going on, everybody? I hope everybody's doing good. I hope everybody had a good day. I'm living, so I had a great day. I'm alive. I'm breathing, so I had a great day. Anywho, I want to jump right into what I wanted to talk about. My title is You Need Validation. And I was talking about this. I bring this up because um, just some things overall that I seen happen. And I I was really like lost for words with some things that I seen happen. Um the lady that who was so humiliated on the guy's show. Um And when I looked at that whole thing, what I seen when I watched it was, it seemed like she needed validation. She was looking for validation. And I just wanted to touch on that a little bit because some women do be looking for validation from other people. And when you're doing that, I feel as though there's something going on with inside yourself when you're looking for validation from someone else. You know what I'm saying? Because she ended up running across the wrong person. Okay. I don't, this is just my opinion. I wouldn't have never went on that show. I'm quite sure she had been looking at his show because she said, "Oh, I like your show," and just that and the other. And just for me, I couldn't see myself going on somebody's show that do people the way he did her. Okay. So I know she's seen videos of him doing the same thing to other people. Okay. And just me, myself, I wouldn't have went on there. Okay. Because first of all, I'm not going to allow somebody to disrespect me. That's what you're not going to do is talk to me like that and be disrespectful to me. You know what I'm saying? Because the lady wasn't disrespectful. You know, she didn't try to take over his show. She didn't get all angry and try to, spaz out on him or none of that. So I just didn't see where all the anger was coming from him to her. I just couldn't get with it. A lot of people that I was looking at seemed to think that it was okay. What he did was okay. I think what he did was fucked up. That's just my opinion. That's my opinion. I'm sticking with it. I think what he did to her was really fucked up because it seemed like I seen a woman when I looked at her that had low self-esteem. She had things going on for herself, but she had low self-esteem about herself. And it was like she was looking for something to pick her up, to uplift her. Maybe she thought she was going to get it on there. I don't know. But I know that gave her something to think about. I know her feelings was hurt. You could tell. It's not like, it didn't take a rocket scientist to notice that her feelings were hurt. And what I want to say to some of my Black women is that don't ever set yourself up like that. Don't ever set yourself up like that. First of all, you shouldn't be looking for validation from somebody else. And if you feel like that's what you're looking for, then, go seek therapy, talk to a therapist and stuff and tell them how you feel. And so they can help you work through that. Okay. Because you shouldn't be looking for validation from somebody else. And especially not somebody like that, that's going to cut you up and spit you out. Okay. Because he ate her up and spit her out. He didn't hesitate you know, or any of that. My personal opinion, a motherfucker don't have to tell you something, you know, whether it's true or not. They don't have to tell you something and hurt your feelings all in the same breath. You know, who the fuck does that? You know, even if what you were saying was true, okay? Why so why did you have to go at her so angry? You know, like, why did you have to cut her up like that? Which brings me to this. That was speaking volume to me, because I felt like that something must have been going on with him for him to even, you know, go at her like that. You know, I could see if she came on there on his show and she was disrespectful or trying to spaz out or whatever. But for you to just, it was like he just went at her with anger, you know, a lot of anger. And that said a lot to me. Okay, because I feel like if you're giving somebody criticism, you shouldn't have to go at them, you know, and treat them like you're angry at them. You know, I think that was just really fucked up. I really do. You know, and when you do something, you know, I feel as though when you do something on the internet and somebody has an opinion about it, they gonna talk about it. You know, whether you like it or not, people gonna say, they're gonna speak their opinion, and you are entitled to your opinion. You know, it doesn't make you right, it doesn't make them right, but you're entitled to your opinion. But I just feel like, you know, when I looked at that whole thing, I feel like that the young lady had low self-esteem and she was looking for validation. And that's something that some of us, from the women I have talked to, a lot of them that I have talked to, for whatever the reason is, they be looking for validation, you know. And that's something that, you know, they're gonna have to work on. That's something that they're gonna really have to work on, because I don't feel as though I have to have validation from a motherfucker. That's just me. You know, that's just me. Anything that I say I'm going to do, I put my mind to it and I do it. I'm not looking for validation from someone. For what? For what? And it's something that, you know, the ladies that I have talked to really need help with, you know. And I'm quite sure if they're going through that, then it's probably more women that's going through that, you know, looking for validation. And a lot of times that's where some women can really mess themselves up, because they looking for validation and they shouldn't be looking for it. You just shouldn't be looking for validation from someone else. Now, the only way I expect validation from somewhere else, say if I get married to someone, you know, and everything, then of course, you know, to a certain extent, I would look for validation from my husband. Only to a certain extent. And for me, I'm not even going to allow my husband to, you know, I'm not going to be looking for validation from my husband, you know, but so much. Because again, I just feel like, excuse me. I feel like you shouldn't be looking for that, and you know, from someone else. And if you are looking for it from someone else, I feel as though you need to find out what's going on inside of you that makes you feel like you need validation from someone else. You know, because a lot of times some people go through different things in their life, trauma that traumatizes them. Okay. And if you don't get help so that you can heal from it, it's going to haunt you. It's going to haunt you. I noticed that shit. I notice a lot of people that I know, have been through things that traumatized them. And because they didn't get help and they just kept quiet about it, when they had relationships, it affected their whole relationship. And in some cases, it destroyed their relationships. You know, you have to get help and you have to heal from it. You really do. You got to heal from it, because if you don't, it is going to affect you in a whole lot of ways. It really is. So it's important to get help from the right person. Okay. Not just know anybody, not people on the internet that you're not sure if they what they say they are or not. You're just taking a chance. No, don't just be jumping out here. Get help from somebody, somebody that that's got your best interest at heart. Okay. Because some of this shit that I done seen on the internet, and these people calling themselves life coach or life coach and shit like that, I'm just lost for words. That's all I can say about that. I'm lost for words. You have to make sure that you are dealing with someone that's legit and that's going to have your best interest at heart. Not somebody that's going to get you up on the internet and drag you and make you feel like scum of the earth. That's not somebody that's trying to help you. That's somebody that's trying to destroy you. And even if, I'm quite sure she heard people saying, oh, he was right. He was only telling her the truth, yada, 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 even if that's the case, listen, that don't make people right. Just because a lot of people saying that person was right doesn't make them right. Okay. Make sure you go get help from somebody that is on the up and up, and that's legit, that's really got your best interest at heart, and that's really going to help you. A person that's got your best interest at heart and really got you trying to help you on the up and up would not do that to you. With a lot of people looking, they're not going to chew you up and spit you out like that. If they really got your best interest at heart, they're not going to do you like that. And so, regardless of what everybody else is saying, it wasn't right. And I advise people to stop dealing with these people that call themselves this and that and the other. Do some research and find out if these people are really who they say they are. Okay? Because that can destroy, that shit that happened could really destroy that young lady. Okay? It could really, really destroy her. So, for future reference, anyone who's, who feel like they suffering with low self-esteem, or doesn't have the self-love that they need, if a person is not trying to uplift you, you shouldn't be talking to them. You shouldn't have shit to say to a motherfucker that don't, that's not trying to uplift you and point you in the right direction. A person that's trying to harm you and trying to hurt your feelings and trying to make you feel worse than what you was feeling, you have no business talking to them at all. You have no business talking to them. You have to get someone who's going to, how can I put it? Who's going to show you love, but in the same breath, They're going to be honest and tell you the truth. But they're not going to cut you up, you know, cut you down, cut you up, cut you across, chew you up and spit you out. They're not going to do that if they have your best interest at heart. And if they are a therapist or a life coach or whoever it is, okay? You can be honest with a person, but, you know, you could be honest with someone without them down. That's what I'm trying to say. You can be honest with a person without trying to tear them down. And so I hope that that young lady, you know, learned a lesson from that and moving on, you know, or it might have made her go get therapy. You know what I'm saying? She may have went and got therapy. I hope she did for her sake. I hope that that situation taught a lot of people something. I really do. I hope that that situation taught a lot of people something. You know, if it didn't, I don't know what to tell you. Because you should be able to sit back and look at that scenario and learn a lot from it. But it just blew me away. It was really cringing. It was very cringing. It really was. Um, it was sad. You know, like I said, I just hope that it didn't break her down. You know what I mean? Um, and I hope that she learned something from it. And I hope that she go and get a real therapist. Talk to somebody that's going to help her, you know, through whatever it is she going through. I hope that she go and get the proper help, where somebody will give her the right information and help her through whatever she going through. Because I thought that whole scenario was just fucked up on so many levels, you know. And if y'all didn't see it, it's a video of it on my channel. But I really do. I think that was just so cringy, you know. I couldn't have did somebody like that. And even if you know, it was some things I wanted to say to her that how can I put it? Even if it was some criticism that I wanted to give to her, you know, I would have told her, look, we need to, you know, talk personally. You know, DM me and we trade numbers or something so I can talk to you on a more personal level. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have chewed her up and spit her out in front of everybody, in front of a whole lot of people like that. That's just me. I wouldn't have did it. You know, um, I don't know. Some of us just gotta wake up. We really gotta wake up and recognize what the fuck is going on, because some of us are not woke. We still sleep. And because we're still asleep, a lot of shit we just missing it. We missing it. A lot of us don't have self-love. You know, a lot of us don't love ourselves. That's a big problem for a lot of people. We don't love ourselves. And a lot of us are hurt because of whatever the reason. Something happened. Something happened in some of our lives and we are hurt. And as a result of that, we end up hurting other people. Hurt people hurt people. That's a true statement. You know, that's a true statement. But I hope and pray that some people just get it together, get their shit together. You know, some of us really need to get it together. We really do. Um, because it's just, I don't know. It's sad. When you look at a lot of situations and a lot of things that's going on, it's really sad. It's sad when people don't have enough trust in their self. They don't have no validation in their self. They don't have no self-love. It's sad when you see people like that. You know, when you see people that don't have these things and they running around looking for it in somebody else or looking for it from somebody else. It's sad. It's heartbreaking. It really is. And I'm telling you, a lot of us, when we look in the mirror, if you can't be honest with nobody else, be honest with yourself. Be honest with your own self. If you can't be honest with nobody else, that's how you help yourself grow. When you open up to yourself, open up and be honest. You know, when you look in the mirror, open up and be honest about you. And start working on yourself and trying to make some changes. If you don't know how to do that, then that's when you need to reach out to a therapist so you can find out what you need to do and how you need to do it. But don't be looking for it. Don't be coming on the internet looking for it from somebody on the internet and you don't know who they are and what they all about. And they get you on here and embarrass you and chew you up and spit you out. Don't do that, because that's just going to set you back. That's not going to help you. That's going to set you back. So, you know, go talk to a therapist. And I think that's what's crazy to me. That's what's sad to me, is that a lot of people don't want to go see a therapist because they feel like a therapist means you're crazy. You know, you're cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. It doesn't mean that. All it means is that you're trying to become a better you. You're trying to get proper information so that you can work on you and become a better you. That's what that means. I went through therapy. I'm glad I did. It made me a very better person. It made me, oh my goodness. When I first started out, it was hard. It was hard. But when I finished, oh my, I was a totally different person. I really was. I was a totally different person. And I enjoyed it. I thanked my counselor. I was like, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I did. I thanked her because she really, really, really was good. And she told me what I needed to do, how I needed to do it, you know, and she had to ride on me a little bit. You know what I mean? She had to be kind of rough on me a little bit, but it only helped. It helped. And she didn't take and do it in front of a whole lot of people and embarrass me, you know, and shoot me up and spit me out. She didn't do that. But the things that she did, it helped me. And it made me a better person. Some people don't even know how to be honest with self. Some people don't even know how to do that. And those are some of the things that you have to find out about. You know, you have to reflect. But when you reflect, you have to be honest and open with yourself. If you can't do it with nobody else, you have to be open and honest with yourself. And it helps. It helps you to grow, and it helps you to become a better you. But it only helps if you're going to be honest with yourself. If you can't be honest with you, then it's not going to help. It's not going to help you. I'm just being honest. It's not going to help. You have to be honest with you. You have to be honest about, you know, everything. You have to be open and honest. Whether it hurt for you to admit it or not, you have to admit it. You have to talk about it. because it's going to help you in the long run. You know, it just breaks my heart because I see so many people hurting and they don't even try to become better people. And it's really sad. It really is sad. And another thing is that when you say stuff to certain people, right? Everybody triggers off. Everybody triggers off. When you just open up and be honest about certain shit, everybody triggers off. Want to get mad and get angry. Instead of just listening for a minute and, listening to what is being said first. Take it in, let it absorb, and take it in. And then, because a lot of times, like certain shit that I hear, it be the truth. It be the raw truth. But a lot of people can't take it. They can't take it when someone's speaking the truth to them. They can't take it. It bothers them. It triggers them off. And see, when you're dealing with people like that, from what I've seen, from me dealing with people like that, those are people who are probably used to having people around them that just tell them what they want to hear and don't tell them the truth. Because that's what happens with people like that. People that get mad when you tell them the truth, they trigger off and want to get mad with you. Those are people that's had people around them that just just been blowing smoke up their ass. Just been telling them what they want to hear and been yes people to them instead of telling them the truth. And that's why a lot of people get mad with other people when people speak the truth about certain things and people get mad about it. That's why they get mad. For one, some people can't accept the truth. Some people can't accept criticism. It is what it is. Some people don't know how to fucking accept criticism. That's why they get mad. They trigger off, when somebody speaks the truth about something. I've listened to people like on their channels and people be talking about certain stuff and I'll just be listening and they say certain things, they be telling the truth. But people in the chats would go crazy. They would get mad. They would get mad. And sometimes the people that say it, they don't do it being malicious. It's not, they don't do it, from being malicious. It's not a malicious intent. They say it because it's the truth. And sometimes people be trying to put you down with information. Rico, how you doing? How you been? Thank you for stopping in. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people can't accept it. They can't accept criticism. And that's why some people get upset and angry when somebody speaks the truth about something. That's why they trigger off. You got to learn that everything that somebody say is not always about you. They're not always talking directly to you. But some people that get mad, I guess when people say whatever they're saying, the shoe fits you. And so that's why you get mad. And that's why I say we need to start working on ourselves more so that we can learn how to accept criticism, because everything that we do is not right. And sometimes it takes somebody telling you something so that you will know that what you're doing is not right. And the things that you are putting out in the atmosphere, it's not right. But we have to learn how to listen and take things in instead of triggering off and getting mad. And I notice a lot of people do that. They don't want you saying nothing. Not even if you're not talking directly to them. Just by, like right now, by me talk, about what I'm talking about, somebody could just trigger off, just get mad, And it's not, I'm not a person who does things maliciously. I say and I speak on certain things because I want to put certain things out in the atmosphere so somebody that, don't know will know, will pick up on it. Because sometimes just by you talking about certain things, it helps people. It helps people because a lot of times people don't know. That's why they don't do better. You ever heard that saying, when you know better, you do better? Sometimes people don't know. And when you don't know, and you hear somebody, talking about it, then you be like, damn, I didn't know that. And it makes you look at things differently. Because now you know. Now you know. So now whatever you was doing that, wasn't appropriate or whatever, now you can work on it and try to make a change instead of getting mad. We got to stop getting mad and sounding off. Because when you get mad, it causes you to shut down. You don't hear nothing nobody telling you because you're angry. You're angry. So you don't hear nothing. The minute you get angry and you start, triggering off, you don't hear shit. You don't hear nothing that person telling you. And what happens is you end up adding yeast to it and stuff. You don't even really get to hear what the person's saying because you done got mad. And once you get mad, you can't hear shit. You don't hear a motherfucking thing once you get mad. It's just the truth. And so we got to learn how to, calm down. We got to learn how to calm down and listen, and listen good. If it don't apply, let it fly. Somebody told me that. I can't remember who told me that. I think it was a counselor. She always would say, if it don't apply, let it fly. And that was a good statement. Excuse me. That was a good statement that she said because people had a tendency of when they hear somebody talk, they would automatically get mad. But a lot of times, motherfuckers get mad because what you talking about, it be true. And guess what? The people that get mad, whatever you talking about, the people that get mad with you, it's because you ruffled their feathers. Whatever you said, it hit home for them. That's saying a hit dog or holler. There you go. Whatever you said, it made them mad because it was about them. Even though you didn't, single them out, but what you was talking about, it fit their character. You know what I mean? It fit them. And so that's why they got angry and started saying, she right. Well, he right. Instead of just agreeing and, taking heed to it and trying to work on it. No, people want to get mad. They want to trigger off and fly off. It's sad because you can't learn shit like that. You can't learn nothing by getting mad every time somebody say something because you feel like they talking about you. You come on. If you're mad because whatever they said, it fits you, Gen A, and it made you mad, maybe you need to think about that and do something about it. Maybe you need to work on that. Maybe you need to work on it. That's what I be talking about when I say reflect, but be honest be honest with yourself when you reflecting, so you can become a better you. It works. It works if you work it and you do it right. It will help. You got to reflect, but you got to be honest with yourself. You can't look in the mirror and say, oh, I'm a good person though, and I treat everybody good. When you know motherfucking well that's a lie. You know what I'm saying? You can't stand there and reflect and lie to yourself. You got to be honest with yourself, because it works. It really works. I do it. I still do it. I reflect right now to this day, and it helps me. It helps me. It keeps me on my toes. It keeps me on my toes. I just know when I do it, I got to be honest about it. And that's something that a lot of people got a problem with. People don't know how to be honest with themselves. For real. We don't. A lot of people don't know how to be honest with themselves. They just don't. They don't. And that's where we mess ourselves up a lot, because we don't know how to be honest with self. It's crazy, but I hope that, you know, some people learn something or take heed to some shit. Excuse me. So that you can work on yourself and become a better you. You know, it's really, it's a lot that went on this year. I'm telling you, it's a lot that went on in 2020. This been a hell of a year. And if motherfuckers don't wake up and recognize what's going on around them, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I really don't. But I'm telling you, if you're not woke, you need to wake up. And if you're not spiritually connected, you need to get connected and stop playing around. And I'm gonna end this on this note. I'm gonna say this to leave you something to think about. When it's all said and done, where are you going? Which way are you going? Are you going to heaven or are you going to hell? When it's all said and done, which way are you going? Because I don't even think some people even think about that. You know, I don't think some people think about that. Which way are you going? Where you want to go? Heaven or hell? Which way are you going? Heaven or hell? Where you at right now? Okay? Where you at right now? Okay? Because tomorrow is not promised to nobody. Okay? So if something happens right now, where would you go? Heaven or hell? Where would you go? I'm going to leave that right there. Y'all have a good one. Please hit the like button. If you're new over here, please subscribe. This channel is for people who are intelligent, not assholes, okay? I always say that because I be seeing some crazy stuff go down on the internet, okay? On YouTube. So I always say that, you know, this is a place for intelligent people, you know, who think for themselves. But yeah, I'm going to leave that right there. Okay? And y'all have a good one. I will see y'all on the next one.